Virgo season. So, CAPTCHAs was not made for me, a Virgo. Like, do you know what I'm talking about when I'm speaking of CAPTCHAs?
No, what the hell is that?
Okay, so like when you're on a website, they don't do it as much now because, you know, they got like different ways of authenticating that it's you. But back in the day, we used
those. I remember those.
Okay, so now they want you to pick all the tiles that has the car in it.
Right.
Or pick all the tiles that have... But if you zoom in a little bit, there's a little bit of car wheel in the other box. Like
I choose it either way.
This, for me, it's not good for my anxiety. It's not. It's really not. And I need it to end. I really do. Like, you know how many times I'm sitting here clicking that refresh button? Nah, you got to get a different picture. Nah, because this right here is not working for me.
Don't let me see
Just
something
saying.
That looks like what they told me I'm supposed to be clicking on. That box is getting clicked. Do you understand me? That box is getting clicked. I'm glad they're now doing that, though, versus when they used to do the random letters. But then they would sometimes throw in something that's not on the keyboard or is not available if you... How am I picking
What is this letter? What is this letter?
How you gonna give
Please tell me.
How you gonna give me intergalactic alphabets and expect me to know what I'm doing right now?
And then now it's capitals and lowercases. So do I have to make them all capitals and lowercases, or can I just do all lowercases? Like, what are we doing? Please explain. Give me more information here.
Even if I was a robot, I hope I'm a smart enough robot to understand that like letters are letters. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
Also, we got AI out here pretending to be us and shocking us when we see the video because we're just like, I don't remember doing that.
Exactly.
How are they so dumb they can't figure out CAPTCHA? It don't make sense, Jade. It doesn't make sense.
When I tell you, and then the other one that they're doing now too is when they tell you to slide the bar because everything got to line up. But I needed to line up perfectly.
Listen, if something is asking me for a password and it doesn't allow me to use my face, I'm just not going to use that service.
No,
I'm not using it. It's trash.
It's a rat. No, it
Big
is.
Trash.
It truly is. You know who else is trash?
Who's trash?
This is not me jumping right into what we're going to discuss.
Because it seems like
and
it.
I know that it seems like it, and this is not on our list of things that we need to discuss. But it came to me while you were talking about CAPTCHAs, and then you said it was trash. Eric Adams.
God, here we go.
Let me tell
Here
you
we
why
go
Eric
again.
Adams is trash. Not because he's possibly getting federally indicted. Like I claimed he was probably not going to make it to the end of his mayorship way back when he was elected. If you don't believe me, go back. But you sent me something, I believe, where that man compared himself to Mahatma Gandhi. And I know people are going to be like, oh, she's upset because Gandhi is such a beloved figure. I am not. I said to Ryan,
she did.
He is in fact right about that. Because if you did not know, Mahatma Gandhi was very anti-black and he slept with underage girls.
Yo.
So that seems like very in line.
Jade, you are the dream killer of all dream killers. Like, it's just like Martin Luther King. Well, Martin Luther King. Jesus. Well, Jesus. It's just like, what's wrong with you?
I just say I do my due diligence, okay? And it is very fitting to me that Eric Adams, New York's promoter-in-chief, compared himself to a man who was not only anti-black, but slept with underage girls. So I'm waiting for that now to drop because I'm telling you it is coming. So yes, he is trash. I needed to get that off my chest because if you did not listen last week after my long 10-minute tirade about my permit, today's episode is technically the last episode of Virgo season for season 2.
Well, we're going to get rid of seasons after this. It's too much to keep up with. But yes.
Technically.
For the year,
this is the last episode of the year.
Yes, officially.
And I needed to make sure that before we get into 2024, in case y'all didn't realize Eric Adams was trash, this was me reminding y'all that Eric Adams is trash. Okay?
Who else can I think of that's beloved? Who else can I think of? Trevor Noah.
I mean, he's not bad, but he is very much not dating black women. But, you know, it's,
Here we go. All right, who else? Dwayne The Rock Johnson, beloved. What you got?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is probably a Republican.
Oh my
He was
God.
just on Joe Rogan's podcast, but he had to distinguish that he has friends that happen to be Democrats and friends that happen to be Republicans who like Trump, which I don't think that's the flex that he thinks it is.
Oh
and
my
he's also
God.
considering running for mayorship. He also, when Maui was on fire,
God.
tried to do
Okay.
a fundraiser.
All right.
asking-
We done. We done. We done. Dream killer. Jesus. How are you?
I'm great. I'm not. I'm tired.
Like, God.
I know.
Wow. Barack Obama.
I mean, technically, and I don't really subscribe to this because I feel like every president is this. He's a genocidal war maniac. But I feel like every United States president is like that. And if people understood politics, you kind of understand that that's just not,
All right.
It's a part of the job.
We're done.
Okay.
How are you? Going back to that. How are you?
I'm tired. I had a very long week. But I'm great. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I have a roof over my head.
Correct.
The usual.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
I'm back at work, so, the week's weeking.
Vacation's over.
The week is weeking.
Vacation done.
Done. Finish. But I'm looking forward to a nice Friendsgiving this weekend. Well, when y'all hear this, it was a couple days ago.
The past weekend.
Yeah, but the year is winding down, and I'm ready for 2024. We got a lot of big things coming, so we gotta plan and prepare, like you said a little bit earlier. So I have high hopes for the future.
Woohoo! I was supposed to host a Friendsgiving because I don't know why people like volunteering me in my time. But since nobody has sent me anything reminding me, I'm not hosting a Friendsgiving this year.
Boom.
So,
okay.
Smiles.
All right.
Are we jumping right into the mess? Because there's a lot that happened this week. I had different plans for the episode, and I guess the universe was like...
Because you definitely hit me after the last episode. It was like, Ryan, what do you think about us doing a nice, fun, different type of episode for this week? What do you think if we did this and this and this, and then all of a sudden in the notes, whole bunch of mess. That's all I see. And I'm like, all right, let's see. I guess we got to give them what they want. So here we go.
I feel like the universe was like, shut up. Here you go. Because there's a whole lot of mess that has taken place. So much mess within even the last couple of hours that have dropped. So
yeah,
I'm going to start with what's probably going to be the biggest news of the weekend before getting into like other people's mess.
Until we finish recording this. And then it's like,
yeah, until we finish recording this.
Look at this. Would you look at this?
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So Cassie is accusing Diddy of rape and assault.
Wow.
She filed in the federal district court in Manhattan saying that not long after she met him in 2005, when she was about 19 years old, he began a pattern of control and abuse that included giving her drugs, beating her, and forcing her to have sex with a succession of male prostitutes while he filmed the encounters. In 2018, the suit says near the end of their relationship, Mr. Combs forced his way into her home and raped her.
What?
This is just some of the things. I actually read the article that you sent to me. She also accuses him of possibly, allegedly blowing up a potential love rival's car. Turns out that love rival was Kid Cudi, whose car, I guess she was like talking to Kid Cudi.
Hold on a second. So I saw these headlines and I said, I don't have the time. Let me just forward this thing right on down to my resident mess connoisseur. And so I don't know any of these details. I just know the headline. Wow.
Yeah.
Jade.
Which Kid Cudi did confirm that like his car definitely did blow up in his driveway.
What?
She alleges that after one night of partying, like he saw her talking to someone, another talent agent, and he grabbed her, forced her into the car, in which he then proceeded to kick her in the face multiple times.
No way.
His staff fixed her up. She wanted to go home to her family. He told her no. Said that she was isolated from her friends and her family.
No.
It's a lot. Diddy, of course, denies all of it. And his lawyer says that Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demands of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail.
Wow.
Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. Her attorney basically says that it's the other way around. She went to him telling him that she was going to do this. He offered her how much figures?
8 figures.
He offered her 8 figures to silence her and prevent the filing of this lawsuit, and that she rejected his efforts.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, was there any mention of Ryan Leslie?
No, there was no mention of Ryan Leslie, at least not in the article.
Wow.
But when does anybody ever mention Ryan Leslie?
Because isn't that who he stole her from?
Allegedly, but don't nobody remember. He don't remember himself, so.
Yikes.
He says that he paid for her car, apartments, clothing, had access to her personal records. According to the lawsuit, he had the results from an MRI scan she had for memory loss, possibly caused by drug use or because of the beatings she suffered from Mr. Combs, which went directly to him. She did not go to the police because she feared for her life, and it would give Mr. Combs another excuse to hurt her. Miss Ventura felt that saying no to Mr. Combs would cost her something, her family, her friends, her career, or even her life. She went back to him, even though she tried to leave him because his employees would lure her back. This is the part. In one incident described in the court papers, Miss Ventura says that in early 2012, Mr. Combs grew so angry about her dating the rapper Kid Cudi that he said he would blow up the rapper's car. Around that time, the suit says Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. Through a spokesperson, Kid Cudi confirmed Miss Ventura's account. This is all true, he said.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
She also said there was video of him chasing her through a hotel corridor where he threw a glass vase at her, but he paid the hotel $50,000 for the footage, which seems mighty low to me, but what the hell do I know?
Damn. I mean, she never really looked very happy when she was on his arm, but damn, I don't know.
I don't think she looks happy now. I think she has resting unhappy face, but...
Okay, so maybe there it is.
This whole thing is just...
This is a wild accusation, and... just like last week, this is going to get worse before it gets better.
Oh, this about to get worse, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is going to open up, in Diddy's situation especially, now there's going to be a floodgate of things that are...
Like, they're going to give him the Russell Simmons treatment, for sure.
If there's no NDAs or anything like that, it's definitely going to be a situation...
How do NDAs work? Like, if you get subpoenaed, right, and you have an NDA, like, the subpoena trumps the NDA, no?
I believe a subpoena would.
Interesting.
I believe, but then that still potentially opens you up to litigation somehow.
Interesting. Wow. Wow. Okay. I don't even know what to say. If these allegations are true, it's F. Diddy forever, obviously. But I mean, this is, it's so hard because the way that the industry was years ago compared to the image that people are trying to portray these days, now that they're old and getting towards retirement age, is a very different scenario. So I can't put certain things. I used to be in this industry, you understand? So
right.
I've seen things. I don't know Diddy or any of this, but this sounds crazy to me.
Listen, I definitely worked in the industry for a little bit, and I'm not naming no names. Well, I am naming names, actually. One of the reasons I think Star Jones has me blocked on Twitter for the past 17 years is because I knew about her husband before she knew about her husband. And that's because we were in industry around the same time.
Oh, man.
I'm still appalled that woman has me blocked. But anyway, if these allegations are true, when I tell you, and it's going to hurt me to the core to say F. Diddy forever, because some of my favorite songs of life are associated with this man, my playlist will essentially just be null and void.
It's a bad situation because, again, I think we've even had this conversation on this show. Can you separate the art from the artist, right? And that's a hard thing to do. I've somehow managed to do that with R. Kelly, but
I've done that with R. Kelly. I've done that with Chris Brown. I've done that with... I think I listened to one Yeezy song, but I don't listen to his part. I listen to Jay-Z. It's the Diamonds Are Forever remix.
What's difficult is the Cosby Show because I grew up on that show, so right. that's difficult. There's lots.
You know what makes it easy for me?
These are hard things.
You know how sometimes they would show the basement of the brownstone? Mm-hmm. I've convinced myself is that where Bill Cosby was down there drugging women, so that made it so much easier for me to not watch the Cosby Show.
Okay.
I was like, that's where he was taking them women. Bill Cosby is a... Oh!
to live a day in your mind.
I know it's wild in there. My therapist tells me all the time. She's child. But yeah, it would definitely be fuck Diddy forever if these allegations are seen as true. The only thing that also irks me about this is Jaguar Wright, who I'm convinced has a mental problem, has been speaking a lot to anybody who will listen about like the evils of the industry.
Correct.
And I don't think that some of the things that she's saying is not wrong, but some of the things that she's saying are very, very, very outlandish.
Right.
I know she's going to be the first person to go to Tasha K and be like, and I was there one time and Diddy knocked her tooth down. You know what I mean?
It's going to be difficult. This is going to be difficult because so many people have been under NDAs for such a long time. It's going to be hard to verify certain things if any of this is true.
If any of this is true. So, but I'm always on the side of victims. I always believe women. Unless it comes out that Cassie and you have a lot in common in being sociopaths, and she made this whole thing up.
Excuse me? Rewind, come again? Rewind and come again, Selector? What was that?
Do you want me to say that slower?
Please, a little bit slower for the crowd, for the people in the cheap seats.
In case it comes out that Cassie and you have much more in common, like, you know, being a sociopath, and she's lying, I believe her.
Please elaborate, because how you got to sociopath and put us in the same category, I'll never understand. Explain, please.
We've had this conversation multiple times. You are a serial killer.
Oh,
okay?
And
despite
it keeps coming.
Yes,
serial killer.
Yes. Despite you using augmented audio, trying to convince people.
People can go back to the episode from last week and just hear it. I didn't change it at all.
You augmented.
I did not. I took it
you did.
Straight out of the episode. I cut the beginning part of the episode and I cut the rest of the episode off. I didn't change the audio at all.
Augmented because you did not give them the entire...
You said, I'm a serial killer 5 times.
No.
Straight.
No.
5 times in a row.
No.
That's what you
said.
But
why did I say it 5 times in a row? Because you were trying to explain to me that you were not a serial killer. And I told you this is what I heard as you were talking. And then you augmented that because you did not include the full audio that led up to that part.
The people can go back and listen and they'll tell you what they heard.
Which
is exactly what I put on the video.
Which, if you have watched Criminal Minds like I have... serial killer tendencies, sociopathic tendencies. That is all. So,
words mean things, you know. Words mean things.
And I am a wordsmith, and I am telling you.
Christmas is coming. Webster Dictionary. Sending it straight to your apartment in Jersey.
See what I'm saying?
Sending it straight there.
You know who says things like that?
With a nice bow and everything. With a nice bow.
Do you see?
I'll spray it with Baccarat, too. I will spray it. It'll smell nice.
I don't know how y'all not listening to this.
Just for you. Because, you know, you like the expensive, fancy things in life.
So all the women who also watch ID Network and documentaries, did that not just sound like what they play back to you on the episodes when they tell you, you know, she was just going about her life and then this is what he said? But he's not a serial killer. Okay. All right. I'm just saying.
What else you got? Because I don't know how we got so far out on a tangent, but you accusing me of things that don't make any sense.
They understand. But I'm going to go to this woman because I'm tired of her. And I feel like she's basically trying to make sure that any offspring that her children have will never be able to afford a single P. And the person I'm talking about is Tasha K.
Oh, God.
So... if you're not familiar with Tasha K, she's a blogger who was sued successfully by Cardi B for slander.
Correct.
And owes Cardi B like $4 million that she does not have. She has gone to court multiple times to appeal. She has lost all of the appeals. She has also gone to court to try to see if she can plead bankruptcy or say that she does not have enough assets, thinking that the courts would be like, okay, let's make this manageable for you. And the courts have been like, nah, sis, cash that check because you was writing it with that mouth. Right? Okay. So, Tasha K is back in the news again because she conducted an interview with a man who calls himself Brother Bilal, who claims he was Will Smith's longtime friend and made allegations about Will Smith's personal life, basically claiming that he walked in on Will Smith having anal sex with Duane Martin.
God.
Okay. This man claims that Brother Bilal was Will Smith's best friend for 40 years.
His best friend?
Best friend for 40 years, yes.
Best friend. Okay.
Best friend, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Bilal, like I said, claimed that he walked in on Smith and fellow actor Duane Martin having an intimate moment in his trailer set. He said, and I quote, "I opened the door to Duane's dressing room, and that's when I see Duane having anal sex with Will." He then went into detail about what he saw the two actors do. The news obviously went viral. Will Smith obviously said this is not true.
Correct.
And they also said that they're considering legal action. First of all, let me tell you how I know this is not true. The description that this man gave of the anal sex that he saw Will Smith allegedly having with Duane Martin came straight out of a gay porno.
I saw these headlines and I swiped straight past it because I was just like, if it is true, why should I care about this?
Is the question.
Go ahead.
It's not my business.
Go ahead.
But not only was it straight out of a gay porno, it was also tinged with homophobia. So I already know Brother Bilal is lying. Because it wasn't like, I walked in and they were having anal sex and I was like, oh my God. He was like, Will was bent over. Like, he obviously did his research by going to Pornhub and typing in gay sex. And that's what he told Tasha K he saw.
Wow.
And Tasha K, I don't know why she don't think people are going to sue her, but you're going to get sued, mama.
Correct.
You and Brother Bilal for the little bits that you don't have.
So I wasn't, at a certain point in my life, I figured, this was junior high school. I was like, a certain career path that I could go down is the path of journalism. Mm-hmm. And I gave it maybe 30 seconds of thought. Mm-hmm. And so what I learned in that time, in that research with my junior high school mind, was that, you don't just put things out there.
No.
You look for corroborating evidence. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You look for multiple sources before you really put things out there, because things like this could be considered slander, and you could be legally held responsible for slandering someone's name and things like that, So I figured it was too much work, and I figured I was too creative. And so I was like, journalism, not for me. But that was my junior high school mind. That's what I got from back then, So I don't know what she got, but here we are.
Oh, she definitely didn't get journalism, because ain't nothing about this journalism. There's nothing about this journalism. But what I do want to say is, one, if we know that Will don't play about Jada, please know that Jada still don't play about Will. I know everybody likes to get up in arms about whatever Jada writes and how Jada speak.
Right.
But one thing Jada don't do, and I think that's evident, at least to me, is that she does not play about Will. So she was on The Breakfast Club, and of course they asked her about this.
Yeah.
And she basically said that Bilal tried to shake them down for money. That didn't work. And they're going to take legal actions because that is actionable. So we're going to roll with that. She basically said it's different to have an opinion, but to state something as though it is fact is wild. And apparently what this man tried to do was he thought he was owed money for some work he did with Will during his book.
Okay.
And Will was willing to pay him something. And then I guess whatever Will was offering was not enough to him.
Right.
And this is where we ended up now. Part 2. Can we stop leaving random people who claim to know people in 2023? Stop telling me that I'm supposed to believe somebody just because they got a picture with a celebrity. Okay? Stop it. Let's stop that. Let's stop you letting people come onto your platforms and be like, well, I was Jay-Z's bodyguard for 25 years and I'm going to tell you all about him. Let's stop that.
Sort of like the picture you got circulating with you and Michael B.
No, that's real.
Okay.
I understand why you be trying to play in my face.
Right.
You always be trying to play in my face. Michael B, I got the picture with Jeezy. Stop trying to play in my face. Now I'm gonna have to drop those photos again for those who may not know.
Okay.
But me and my ex, we used to do this. Actually, I might be seeing him for Thanksgiving, so you don't know.
Okay. Yeah. But yes, continue.
Anyway, and part 3 is I want Will Smith to drop a video because he's the king of the responses. I really need him to drop a video with him making sounds that almost sound sexual, not egregiously sexual.
Right.
But his back is getting cracked, and that's literally what's happening. He's with a chiropractor. Because I need y'all to leave Will alone and get out. Stop playing in that man's face. That's what I need to have happen.
Oh my God.
That's what I need to have happen. That would be
If that
And
happens,
I need the chiropractor to be Duane Martin. That's what I need to have happen.
if that happens, I'm gonna need you to put some money aside because you're gonna have to buy me a phone. You're gonna have to buy me a new phone. That's what you're gonna have to do, cuz.
That's what I would do. If I was his team, I'd be like, boom, we do a video where you're just making these egregious sounds. Pan around it.
Oh,
There's
God.
a chiropractor cracking your back. And then Duane Martin walks in and be like, hey, yo, they need us on set.
Oh my God.
Done deal.
Oh my
That's
God.
what I would do. That's me.
Man. All right.
me.
Well then.
You sent this to me, Rich. I was actually very proud of you for sending this to me or putting this in the notes.
If I put it in the notes, it's because my wife put me on, and that's why it's in the notes. I'm just saying.
I went, because I wasn't going to talk about it. And then I went to the notes and I said, let me
I
find
put
out.
it in the notes because when she brought it to my attention, I was like, I'm kind of interested in this a little bit because, I watch the garbage TV from time to time. And so this person is definitely part of that. So
You now know about them because you didn't know about her before.
who are you talking about then? I thought I knew what you were talking about. But
Are you talking about Chrisean?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's another reason why I put it in there because we talking about Tamar and Chrisean, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't pay attention to Tamar. I'm sorry. She's honestly, to me, the least interesting person in this whole situation.
My wife said to me the other day, she was like, what starts with an F and ends with a K? I said, no, it doesn't.
Get off my phone, man.
Why it took you so long, I don't know.
Get off my phone. Because I thought you was telling me something about Tamar and Chrisean, and that's where my mind was at. I can't. Y'all cousin be out of pocket.
You know what's going to happen? All the people listen. Some of those same people going to text you or DM you and be like, but I still don't get it. I don't get it.
They will.
But that's fine.
It's fine.
Perfect.
So Chrisean Rock did what Chrisean Rock does, and that's act out of pocket, and has been accused of assaulting James Wright Chanel, better known as the Patti Pie guy. I know he's supposed to be a background singer, but I know him as the Patti Pie guy. And
he's nobody's background singer. He's doing backup for Tamar, but like he's nobody's background singer. That man can sing.
He can sing.
That man can sing.
But he's the Patti Pie guy.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I know him as. During Tamar Braxton's show that happened last week, which reportedly left him hospitalized with a chipped tooth and a bleeding nose.
Crazy.
Allegedly, what happened was Chrisean was, I guess, supposed to be a guest during the concert.
Why? Why? This is the first question. The first and the only question. Why?
In my mind, Chrisean's audience and Tamar's audience are not the same. So why would you bring...
Okay, so what do they call it? Remember back when we was in school, there was two circles. Was that a Venn?
The Venn diagram?
Venn diagram? When they overlap?
Yeah.
Okay, great. There's slight overlap. There's a slight overlap.
I don't think that anybody who paid money to see Tamar Braxton sing
True.
wanted that special guest to be Chrisean Rock.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Okay. Allegedly, Chrisean missed her cue to come out on stage, so she came out late because she was drunk and high.
Yo.
And that led to the altercation with her and Patti Pie.
Janae, you saw the video when she came out?
I did.
Why would you? First of all, not on any other song, but "Love and War," her biggest song. Did she win a Grammy for that? I think she did, or something.
I think she was nominated.
Some big something. Anyway, her biggest song to date.
Mm-hmm.
Big ballad, big vocals, everything. Why is you on the stage with me? What's happening?
My question is, why was her cue during that song? Because I feel like she wouldn't have walked out during that song if that had not been there wasn't some cue that she missed. So why was you bringing Chrisean out during Love and War?
I don't know. I
know.
know.
I mean? So this was just a bunch of errors compiled together. I blame Tamar because what the hell are you bringing Chrisean?
Yes.
To your if you want her in your audience as a special guest, that's one thing.
Right.
But on stage, mama.
Yeah.
What was Chrisean going to do? Chrisean. I'm calling her Creation, like that white girl that used to rap.
Oh, remember her? Oh, wow. Throwback. But yeah, the thing is, right, I think Tamar only responded to this news because people was coming for her.
As they should.
She put her people in danger when she decided to invite this crazy lady to this show. And she didn't immediately respond. Mm-mm. She just let it fester while this man is all bloodied up in the hospital from this crazy lady. Like,
talk about some.
What are we doing?
He hasn't lost his joy. I don't want you to lose your joy, Patti Pie, but I need you to sue Tamar. I need to make sure that you get some sort of disability.
Sue everybody. Sue everybody.
I would tell him to sue Chrisean, but she really ain't got nothing.
She just got some money on the Kai Cenat thing, no?
And it's done. I'm sure it's gone. I'm sure. Ain't nobody got in this girl. I'm sure that's gone. You know
it's
what I mean?
Crazy. It's like, yes, I understand that you got to work. You got a new kid, all of that. But come on. First off, why are you so drunk and high? Aren't you supposed to be breastfeeding?
And can y'all start going back home to y'all kids? Why are y'all in the streets?
Come on. Come on.
Where's Chrisean Jr.? Hopefully, like...
that is his name. Oh, my God.
Chrisean.
I forgot.
Chrisean Jesus Jr. I don't know what his last name is, but his middle name is Jesus. And just to let you know that this baby needs all of us to uplift him. I don't care if you pray. I don't know what you do. But this baby needs us all to hold him up and keep him in our thoughts because his father did not know that Jesus spells Jesus.
No, Janae.
He thought that it spelled Jesus, which is, I get it, the same thing.
But it does.
Which is the same thing. But he was upset that she gave their black baby a Mexican middle name.
No way.
And called her stupid. And the people that he was explaining it to was like, no, that does spell Jesus.
Oh, my God.
So please, keep Chrisean Jesus Jr. Rock up in prayer. Or whatever it is that y'all do. Light up sage around him.
Oh, my God.
Because that baby is going to need us all.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Like, I feel sorry. I feel bad for that man.
Patti Pie?
Yes.
James? That's his name. James.
Yes. James Chanel. That's something like that, right?
James Wright Chanel. But his friend, according to his friend who has since deleted the post, basically said, I wanted to let y'all know that girl Chrisean that y'all keep hyping up assaulted James Wright Williams at Tamar's concert tonight. I swear I will do everything to make sure she goes to prison. She is trash, and that's why her life is the way that it is. She deserves every bad thing that happens to her. And to that I said, God damn.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I saw some videos. This because, like I said, my wife put me on, so she was on it like right while it was happening and stuff.
Right.
And so I was like, first she made me watch this long ass video from Tamar where she was like trying to eke out some tears, and I was just like, oh gosh, here we go. And then,
can we leave that in 2023? This faked crying without the tears, like, stop it.
And then when I saw the dude who put on the concert, the friend of both of them and all of that, like, I was like, oh, he's not sparing anything here. Like, he's going for the jugular. I was like, oh my.
Here's the thing. What's crazy about that is even if Tamar and James wanted to keep that quiet,
nah.
Mr. Davis said, nah.
Could not.
He couldn't wait to get to his phone to be like, that trash Chrisean. I want better for Chrisean, but she needs to want better for herself, and she don't. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
So something else that I saw this week that irritated me, and I don't know if it irritated you. I don't know if you saw it.
Probably not.
Did you see the video of the gospel singer who almost got kicked off the flight?
Saw this. This. Oh, I can't wait to hear what you got to say.
So for those who are not aware, a gospel singer named Bobby Storm was almost removed from a Delta flight after singing her new song, We Can't Forget Him, aboard the plane following her excitement about her Grammy nomination that she received along with the group Maverick City.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Question for you before you get started, because I didn't look too tough into this. As far as I know, Maverick City is like a group of like 100 million people. 100 million people, right? So is this a song where she's singing solo, or is she a part of a group of people singing?
She's a part of a group of people singing.
I just wanted to clear that up. Okay, continue.
So I guess she wanted to, after she discovered she was nominated, she thought that she would bless the crowd on the plane that had no place to go with her new song that she was about to drop.
Captive audience. A captive audience.
A captive audience. To which a flight attendant basically told her, sit your ass down.
Hello, Miss Ma'am, Miss Lady. Hey, you.
Don't nobody want to hear that.
No, thanks.
He basically told her, she said, everybody's enjoying it. She said, they're enjoying it. And my man looked her right in her face and said, I'm not enjoying it.
And I'm in charge.
She then asked him if she continued, would she go to jail? And he basically told her, no, but you will not fly on this. You will not be on this flight.
Right.
He walked away. She basically sang it softly to the 3 people that cared. And, she posted the video. I don't know if she posted the video thinking people was going to be like, he was wrong.
She looks so stupid. Anyway.
A full-blown... Listen, be proud of yourself, sis. After you told them, I just found out I was nominated for a Grammy, let those people cheer you on and then sit your ass down and continue on with your flight.
I have places to be.
Because I promise you, if I had been on that flight, when she would have been like, is it bothering you? I would have been like, congrats, sis, shut up. I'm trying to sleep.
I don't understand. Like, I feel like when you're part of a group like this, even if Maverick City won the Grammy, you're not getting that trophy, ma'am. You're getting a piece of paper. You're getting a piece of paper that said you contributed. So I'm just that's one thing.
Why would you risk being on the no-fly list?
That part
for your single that nobody on that plane is gonna remember once they deboard that plane.
Not me.
And that nobody on that flight is gonna care to listen to once they deboard that plane. Not me.
And then also, she wasn't giving Keisha Cole love. It wasn't. It wasn't. Did you see the video of them little kids giving their whole entire life singing that song? It's all over the internet.
Some of these kids would be all right because them little babies, I don't know who hurt them, but they was feeling it. Okay? I was like,
but it's not like I feel like as a part of an ensemble, you sound great. As a soloist, I don't know. Like, I feel like if you was moving people like that, they'd have been there and they would have let you rock. But like, it was not exciting to me.
If she had been moving people in any shape or form, when that man said, it's bothering me, that plane would have gotten up in some sort of uproar. Leave her alone. Let her finish. We want to hear it. It's okay. There were crickets.
Crickets. Because you know why they didn't say anything? Because she was singing gospel music. They didn't want to offend. They didn't want to get to the gates and be like, remember that time when you didn't let my my minister sing? Remember that time?
But I tell you, I would have to say to God, listen. I promise you it wasn't intentional, but I was on a flight, Lord. I was already listening to Kirk in my headphones.
Right.
I didn't know if she was really for you or for the other. Because,
I would have been like, Jesus Lord Jesus. Sir, I'm 6'4". I can't sit here in this position for any longer than I'm supposed to. What are we doing? What are we doing? We gotta go. We gotta go.
There's plane etiquette. And I pray that I'm never in a situation, because I've seen this happen too. This is not the first time I've seen something like this. I've also seen like missionaries on a flight going somewhere where somebody would pull out their ukulele or their guitar and start strumming and start singing This Little Light of Mine. I am going to end up on the no-fly list because I am going to go ape shit. Why are you disturbing my peace?
I don't know. But yeah, it's just like, somebody speaking very loudly on a phone next to you, or somebody listening to their headphones at max volume trying to bust their eardrums, and mine.
Or when people come onto the trains now with these Bluetooth speakers playing what they listen to, and I gotta tell them, don't nobody want to hear that whack shit.
But did you get your permit though?
You know what? Sociopath. See, this is why we calling him a sociopath and a serial killer. But I digress.
Okay.
In news I didn't think I would share, because I didn't think that I would ever have anything positive to say about this man, because I think he's corny, but he's fine as shit. Marlon Wayans discussed his experience as the parent of a transgender child on The Breakfast Club, and surprisingly left me liking him a little bit.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't get to a place where they make sense until it really hits close to home. And,
Yeah. So he was on The Breakfast Club because he has a comedy special coming out soon, I believe. But he basically shared that he has a daughter that transitioned into a son, and how at first the transition was difficult for him to accept. But now he plans on focusing on both Kai, who is his son, and the lessons he's learned as a parent in an upcoming comedy special tentatively titled Rainbow Child. He says, and I quote, "I talk about the transition, not their transition, but my transition as a parent, going from ignorance and denial to complete unconditional love and acceptance. And I think there's a lot of parents out there that need to have that message. And I know I'm dealing with it. It was a very painful situation for me." He goes on to basically say that, like, it was hard for him. He's still learning. He still gets their pronouns messed up. I think they go by he, they pronouns.
Right.
But he says that Kai is just happy that he is trying.
Yes.
And Kai knows that he's trying. Yes. And Kai is happy.
I have a family member that's also trans, and I can second that because that's what they also say. As long as you're trying and not deliberately misgendering or using wrong pronouns or things like that, then, you know, they're willing to deal with that because they understand that it is new for everyone. So, yes, right. I agree.
One thing that he said that I thought was absolutely beautiful, and this is what I was like, okay, fine, I'll like you, and I might watch one of your comedy specials, and I'll force a laugh out, was that...
Not force a laugh.
He explained that his greatest wish for both of his children, including his 21-year-old son, Sean, was to be free and confident in who they are. "I want them to be free in spirit, free in thought, free to be themselves. The more you know yourself, the more you can govern yourself. The more you live your truth, the happier your existence. I'm just so proud of both of them for being them." And I thought that was absolutely a beautiful sentiment. I know Boozy ain't gonna say shit about Marlon Wayans and his son, because there's about 6,100 Wayanses, and one of them will catch him in these streets.
I could agree.
So, but I do hope to see more of this, where we have Black men, especially masculine Black men,
right,
speak out and speak up for their transgender relatives and transgender youth.
Trans people and just people in general.
People in general, because I think that's the thing, like, people should be allowed to be free.
Correct.
Especially if they're not hurting anyone.
Correct.
And so, and I know that, like, him also saying that it was hard for him is something that people skirt over when they try to criticize parents for accepting and loving their children.
Right.
So again, I have now decided that I will watch one of his comedy specials. I will laugh.
Okay. No, I think Marlon is a pretty good stand-up. Like, outside of like the crazy wacky stuff he did when he was younger, as an older person, like, I feel like it's pretty mature, it's pretty raunchy, it's pretty New York, and like, I don't think he's a horrible stand-up, so I think you'll have a good time.
I tried to watch something, I went to sleep.
Okay.
So I'll try again.
Okay.
And because of this sentiment, I will laugh and stay awake.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good for you, sir. Good for you.
Quick follow-up, because our Virgo sisters don't sleep. Did you see or hear Keke Palmer Mama Sharon go off on Darius? And poor Usher catching a stray in the meantime?
I did not. But I said last week that she is a Virgo, and it's going to get worse before it gets better, and he didn't want no smoke. I said that. I did say that.
You did say that.
Oracle.
And I guess in his efforts to besmirch beloved Keke, he's been releasing audio. And he also released a text message where basically Keke's mama Sharon threatened to put a bullet in Darius's head.
She not lying.
Darius went and told his mama, who then sent, Sharon a message like, "You threatened to put a bullet in my son's head." And Sharon was basically like, yep. He put his hands on my daughter. Recently, audio has dropped where Sharon basically called that boy everything but a child of God. Okay? And basically said, "You ain't shit. Your brother ain't shit. Your mama not shit for having you. Your daddy not shit for not correcting you.
Yikes.
And I don't know why my daughter is with you."
Listen.
Usher caught a stray in this tirade because she said, "Everybody knows Usher is gay." She said this like...
Oh my...
She said this about 4 times.
I did not hear this.
Now, we all know poor Usher's probably...
Oh my God.
Skating around in his living room, minding his business.
Why he gotta be skating around in his living room?
Because that nigga always on skates. Let's not pretend like Usher not always on skates. Usher probably skating around somewhere, minding his business, And here comes Sharon telling people Usher gay, bisexual. And I think what she was trying to do in that instance, I don't think she was trying to out anybody, but I think she was trying to say, like, she was trying to save her daughter. She also told Darius that basically the reason he can't get a job in Hollywood is because he's not articulate enough. She basically asked that boy, do you speak English? Which I then said, my God, Sharon, you're not going to let this boy... And Keke just in the background, chuckling at certain things.
What is she supposed to say, Janae?
And then he tried
What is she supposed to say?
They're trying to release this audio because there's audio of Keke also admitting to putting her hands on him and saying really rude things to him. But what they don't understand is that women understand that Keke was saying, or people with common sense were understanding that Keke was saying, I hit you because you hit me. Like, I hit you back. I had to defend myself.
Right.
I said vile things to you because you said vile things to me, and I was defending myself. They want her to become the aggressor in this because he kept saying it's football Sunday and my son should be with his family. If football Sunday is the only day that your son should be with his family, sir, you have lost the plot of the story. Okay? But I just want y'all to know that Mama Sharon, do not play about hers.
Nah, not at all.
She literally read that boy for filth and his mama. And basically was like, your mama got abused by your father and you know it. Why you sitting here abusing people? I mean, Miss Sharon was going off. I say all of that to say as well, please stop playing in Virgo faces. When we get angry, our mouths don't connect with our brains. It just be going. It just be going. That's why I say I can't be Michelle Obama.
I've done a lot of work on myself as I've grown up. And so I am I think it has to do with my cusp as well. So, like, I'm pretty good with thinking. When I think of all of the women Virgos that I know, they are all like this. Y'all are all like this. So I already knew this wasn't going to end well.
My goal in that moment when I'm angry or annoyed is to see you hurt physically. Like, I need to know that my word, like, I want you to walk away and I want to know that on a random night, 2 years from now, when you're laying in bed and we have not spoken, that what I said plays back in your head.
Yeah.
And you get sad and upset all over again. And you argue with me. That's what I want. You know what I mean? I'm not saying things just to be all cute and no. I need you to hurt deep. So understand where Miss Sharon is coming from.
Yeah, I don't need to do all of that. I just want to. I just want to haunt your thoughts, because that hurts even worse. Like, that's it.
I want to haunt your thoughts, and I want you to hurt deep. I want to see the words just hit you. Sorry, if we were on video right now, y'all would have seen me gazing off into the horizon. As I described, I'm gonna have to talk to my therapist about that. That might be something that
you got some time. You got some time before we get to the YouTube. So.
Yeah, we gotta. I may have to, because I definitely was. Woo. So yeah, leave Keke alone because we riding with Keke. We not riding with anybody whose name is Darius and who other's person name is Saran or whatever his name is, Saran J. We not.
Like I said, I was willing to rock with you because she was rocking with you, but because you want to put fisticuffs. Yeah, no. Like it's over for you, sir.
We good. 2 quick things. Did you see the mama fighting her daughter on live and thinking people was gonna be like, "This is great"?
Why would you think I would see this? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
There was a video circulating where this woman fought her teenage daughter on Facebook Live. I need some of y'all to lose internet access immediately.
Correct.
I need them to start sending y'all the Obama phones that they send old people. But all you could do is make phone calls. Because some of y'all Negroes is just ignorant and I cannot. Why would you put that online? I hope CPS visits your house and takes that little girl and puts her someplace where she can be nourished and loved. Because you, ma'am, do not deserve to be a mother. I am appalled.
Everything for clout, everything to try to go viral. Like, for
viral.
What reason?
Goes online because her daughter was fighting other people and being a teenager, to be quite honest. Because, I mean, if my mother knew half the things I did, problems. Just did it. And it was just annoying to see. Other thing. Did you see the thing about the Atlanta fireworks that burnt down the building? Some girl lit fireworks for her birthday, which caused a fire. I
did see something about this and like burned down like a whole block of buildings or whatever, like did fireworks on the roof or something like that. Something like that, yeah.
Again, you Negroes need Obama phones. Why are you recording yourself lighting fireworks that you know you are not licensed to be firing off
on a rooftop,
and now you've displaced multiple families and displace multiple businesses, lock you up, and pay a fine.
Yeah.
See, every time I try to be an abolitionist,
Yeah.
you niggas pull me right back in.
That's disgusting. I hate that.
That is disgusting. I just palate cleanser really quickly. I told you I didn't have any jokes, but I have one because it's super corny and I like it.
Okay.
Ready?
Go.
What's a turkey's favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Right on time, huh? What's a turkey's favorite Thanksgiving dish today?
Nothing. It's already stuffed. First of all, I was going to make it a little X-rated, but then I decided it was like people might be listening to this around their family, and I already cursed enough, so we're going to go with that.
Okay. Why can't old women be sailors?
I feel like it's about to be dirty after I just told you that I didn't want to do a dirty joke. People gonna be listening to this around their family. Why can't they be sailors, Ryan?
Because loose lips sink ships.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh goodness.
Maybe I should have closed with that one.
Yeah, you probably should have. Oh.
Oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
You heard Andre 3000 coming out with an album?
When I tell you I'm very excited for this flute album, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Who asked for this?
I did.
Who asked for this?
I did not know I wanted it until Andre 3000 said he was going to drop it. And let's be 100% clear here. I am not like an Outcast aficionado. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like, sorry, Miss Jackson, but I wasn't like deep in the trenches with Outkast.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I cannot wait to see happy ass Andre 3000's album drop tomorrow and give me some background flute music to play in my house.
I don't even think he's a good flute player. A flautist.
How we know?
Flautist, as they say.
How do we know he's not a good flautist? You've only heard him and people roll up on him on the street.
On the
But Andre just in a zone. You don't know what he could have been putting together.
Well, by the time y'all hear this, we have heard the album, so we'll see.
And I intend to enjoy every moment of it. Do you understand me? I may have to get me a knit hat.
When I tell you, I love Speakerbox and The Love Below, but The Love Below, oh my gosh, Prototype, Janae, so good. So how you go from that to being like, hey guys, I've lost my ever-living mind. Come hear me blow air into this flute. Like,
did not say he lost his
who
ever-living.
asked for this?
I did. I told you I didn't realize I needed this until he said he was dropping it.
God.
I may be playing this at ignorant levels. People in my building may think something's wrong with me. But I appreciate Andre 3000 because he also said that he tried to rap and realized that it felt corny and unnatural to him. Because what is he rapping about right now at this point in time in his life? Which, I get it. If you just walked into the studio and they was like, yo, drop me a bar.
Janae,
I know he has stories to tell.
He did not have to rap. He could have gave us an album of singing. That's what we could have used. We could have used another Prototype.
We don't know. We're all assuming that this is all flout music. I mean, this is all him toting his flautist skills. He may drop a song or two on there. We may get some vocals. He may be like,
he gave us
baby, love you. We don't know.
He gave us Happy Valentine's Day. He could have given us Juneteenth. Something.
We don't know.
You don't know.
We don't know what this album's about to sound like. But all I know is I fully anticipate flute music and I am here and ready for it. Okay?
Listen.
I want it.
What y'all call it? A silk press? He could have gave us a nice little silk press and a silk shirt and called it a day. Like,
he can still do that with his flute.
I don't want the flute.
The flute not
We
stopping.
already have Lizzo. We don't need this.
We need more male flautists, Ryan. We need more male flautists, especially black male flautist representation. And there's no better representative than Andre 3000. I'm ready.
Skim through this album and there's a Lizzo feature. Again, you will have to buy me a new phone because this is too much for my life. It's too much.
I don't think it's gonna be any collaborations. I think it's just gonna be Andre, his flute, and just vibes. I'm gonna have to order me some incense. I feel like I need incense. I feel like I'm about to.
I think he needs some of Erykah Badu's incense. That's what he needs because
See, that's the problem.
Who asked
though.
for this?
Now let's be
Let's be
real.
real.
All these men
This
that's
is why
dealt
he's
with,
this is why he's crazy. This is why he's crazy now.
They said Erykah Badu's be doing things to these men and they don't ever rebound properly.
She be messing with their badula oblongata.
Yeah, and it be a wrap. So I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm ready for it. I don't care what you say.
What do you call
ready.
a lesbian with braces?
Oh God, a lesbian with braces?
Mm-hmm.
The amount of out of pocket this is finna be. What do you call them?
A box cutter. It's the last episode of the year. All right, something that's not so out of pocket. Something that's not so out of pocket. And I saw this, and I was very shocked by this. What do they call Miley Cyrus in Europe?
What?
Kilometer Cyrus.
He said box
How do you
cutter.
come to this episode and not have any jokes ready?
Because
What's wrong with you?
I told you how I thought this episode was gonna go.
Okay. All right.
And it didn't go.
Okay. This one I missed during Father's Day, so I'm bringing it all the way to November, okay?
Oh, God.
What do they call a dad on Father's Day?
Present?
A motherfucker. Yo, your face. I can't wait till y'all see your face.
I just.
Are we done?
I was going to do it. Am I the asshole? But I'm done.
Oh, do we have time? No, we don't.
We don't have time. I'm done. I'm just, wow.
VirgoSeasonShow@gmail.com is the email address. Send us emails. We got time. I'm going to read them all.
He definitely will. Before I tell y'all where you can find us on social media, since this is technically a season finale episode, I want to tell y'all, Ryan and I both want to tell y'all, thank you so much for rocking with us for this year. Year 2 has been a year of growth for us, and we are super excited about what we're about to bring year 3, which is crazy to me that it's been 3 years already, or coming up on 3 years already.
Yeah, word.
And so if you have been listening to us from day one, or if you're somebody that has just joined the journey, we appreciate you and can't wait to see y'all in 2024.
Woo.
But that being said, you can also find us on social media at Virgo Season Show. That's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
Anything else, sir? I knew it.
So
why did I even ask?
So the divorce lawyer said to Mickey, you can't divorce Minnie because she's a bit crazy. Mickey responded with, no, I said she was fucking goofy.
Is this how
Gotta go out with a bang. Gotta go out with a bang.
This how we ending the
Gotta
season?
go out with a bang. Nope, we got one more.
Oh my God! So we're not even ending the season. Oh my God! Oh.
What comes after 69?
Oh God! I don't know what.
Mouthwash.
Ryan, get off my phone.
Bye.
Leave me alone.
I had a great time this year. This was great. This was a great time this year. I really thank you guys. Just like I second what Jade said and up her one. Because y'all did y'all big thing this year for us. Thank you.
Box cutter.
Bye.
Bye.
Virgo season.